Hi guys, how are you? Do you remember how to say that in Tagalog? If you have seen my first video, I discussed some basic and common greetings. So, how are you is kumusta or kumusta ka? So, kumusta? I'm so excited for today because I want to discuss the basic structure in Tagalog. But before that, let us review first our previous lesson. So, what is how are you? That is kumusta ka, right? And good morning, magandang umaga. You can pause the video and repeat it. Good afternoon is magandang hapon. Good evening, magandang gabi. What else? I also discussed how to say thank you. Thank you is salamat. And thank you very much. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. What else did I discuss in my first video? Okay, the pronouns he and she is siya, right? I is ako. They, sila. We, not inclusive, kami. We, tayo. And you alone. Ka or ikaw. And then you're with someone. Kayo. And finally, we have it, iyan or iyon. Iyan is if I'm referring to something that is closer to me, if I was the speaker. And then iyon if I'm referring to something that is far from me or something that is not present at the time of speaking. Okay, so that's all for our review. Okay, so let's proceed to our new lesson for today. Now that you know your pronouns, we need to have a predicate to be able to make a sentence or to construct a sentence. To construct a sentence, we need subject and a predicate. Right, now what is a predicate and what is a subject? Subject is something that we talked about, the topic, what we talked about in a sentence. A subject can be a name of a person, pronoun, or a general noun. General noun, for example, mother, father, teacher, anything. Table, computer, so those can be a subject. Now, we did not study nouns yet. We did not study general nouns, names of persons yet, but we have studied pronouns. Now, what is a predicate? Predicate is anything that tells about the subject, anything that tells about a noun or something that we're talking about. So, today I'm going to give you some, what do you call this, commonly used adjectives. So we have now predicates. We will start making sentences, describing sentences. Okay, so I made a list here of some of the very common adjectives. First is maganda. Maganda can be used to describe a person. Beautiful face. What else? Maganda can also be the equivalent of good, like when we say good morning, magandang umaga. Okay, what else? We have mabait. Mabait means nice. Nice for people or kind. Okay? And bago. Next is bago. Bago is new. New car, new book, new laptop. Gutom. Gutom is hungry. Hungry. Galit. Galit. It's angry. Angry. Number 6, pogi. Pogi. What is pogi? Pogi is handsome, good-looking man. Okay? Are you pogi? Matangkad is tall. Tall person. Now, matangkad can only be used to describe a tall person. But not a tall building, tall house, only for humans. Masarap. Next is masarap. It's delicious, tasty. Mataba. What is mataba? Mataba means what's this? Chubby or heavy. What else? I think that's all. Masarap. I'm sorry. Number 10. We have malaki. Malaki is big. Big. Maliit, small. Number 13, mayaman. Mayaman. 14, mahirap. Mahirap. 14, pangit. Pangit. Wait, I think I forgot something. Maliit is small. Mayaman is rich. Mahirap is difficult or poor. Pangit is ugly. Ugly or bad can also mean bad. Depends on what you're describing. Okay, let's repeat one more time. Please notice the stress. Pay attention to the stress. Maganda. So notice the stress is on the second syllable. Maganda. Next, bago. The stress is at the first syllable. Gutom. Second syllable. The stress. Galit. The stress is on the second. Pogi. The stress is on the first. Matangkad. The stress is on the second. Masarap. 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 The third syllable is the stress. Now, what is the stress? It is where your emphasis is. Usually, it is where you pause a little. Mataba. Mataba. So, last syllable. Malaki. Last syllable. Maliit. Last syllable. Mayaman. Second syllable. Maya at ya. Mahirap. Second syllable. Pangit. First syllable. Notice that pangingingingi. It's NG sounds. What do we call this? It's a nasal sound. You don't touch the top of your tongue. You don't touch the top of your tongue at your what do you call this? The top of the back of your upper teeth. So you don't say panit. You say pa ngit 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 pangit. It's how you pronounce NG sound. Okay. That's actually the hardest part of the consonants. Okay, so those are your adjectives. Now we have already subject pronouns. Now we have adjectives. We can start now to make basic sentences. Now, why do you need to learn the structure? There are a lot of teachers out there. They give a lot of discussions about translations. It's good. You can do memorizing. You can do memorization. If you have a good memory, you can. It's okay. But if you really want to speak, you really want to learn how to speak properly, and even if you don't know a lot of words, because building your vocabularies you can do it alone, but learning the structure, you really need someone um, who could explain it to you. You know what I mean? So here I am going to explain to you or discuss the structure itself. So whatever I do in my class, I'm going to discuss it here as much as I can. The only difference is you cannot interact with me. You cannot ask question. In my class, students can practice with me. Learners can, can answer the exercises. They can free talk with me. It's just the difference. But well, if you want to enroll in my class, feel free to contact me. Just contact me. Just leave a comment below. Anyway, let's continue. For you to be able to speak the language, you need to learn the types of sentences. You need to learn how to say a statement, a declarative statement, a negative statement, and a question. What is it? What is a positive statement? A positive statement is I am happy. That is a positive statement. A negative statement is I am not happy. And an interrogative statement or a question is are you happy? These three types of sentences a learner needs to learn. Otherwise, you will just be memorizing things, and it's so tiring. Whenever you come across a person, you know that you have learned a lot, you have memorized a lot of words, but when you see your friends, Filipino friends, you want to talk, it's like it's too hard. It doesn't come out naturally because there's lacking. You don't know the structure. You only know how to say this way, but if you want to switch it to another form, you don't know how to do that. Okay, I'm talking a lot here. Excuse me for that. Okay, so positive sentence. Let's begin with that. The positive sentence, using subject pronoun as a subject and adjective as a predicate. I'm going to give you example. For example, I am happy. Okay, so I am happy. I is ako. Happy is masaya. We did not have that happy earlier, so I'm gonna change happy to gutom. Okay, gutom, just a second. So I am hungry instead. Now, what is the order of the words? What is the proper order? Are we gonna say ako gutom? What is am? Am is an equality marker which is equivalent to am is equivalent to ay. Ay is an equality marker in Tagalog language or Filipino language, which is equivalent to is rm in some other be verbs or helping verbs. So the positive sentence in conversational is inverted. In English, it's I subject and then am be verb and then hungry predicate. It's like that. In Tagalog, it's not. It's hungry I. Now, let's not memorize it that way. We need to follow a structure. In Tagalog, it's predicate plus subject. In English, what you do is subject predicate, but in Tagalog, it's predicate plus subject. Okay, so predicate is hungry. So let's drop it down there. It's gutom. What is subject? Who is hungry? Ako. I am hungry. Now, the rule is in conversational Tagalog, the subject, the structure is inverted, as I said earlier. Instead of predicate subject, you say instead of subject plus predicate, you do predicate plus subject. You invert it. Although there are two what do we call this, kinds of structure. So the other one is the formal. It follows the English structure, but the other one is conversational. But what is more common? The more common is the conversational. So it's what I'm going to discuss here. I'm not going to discuss the formal because it's not what we use in our daily conversations. Although if you want to progress, if you have already learned this, it's up to you. I always tell that to my students that let's focus first on what is needed and what you need, or what is basic. Okay, so that is for positive sentence. Predicate subject, gutom ako. Let's have more examples. How do you say she is beautiful or pretty? Okay, following the structure. Now predicate, I will put predicate there as adjective because we are talking about adjectives, plus pronouns. Okay, subject, pronouns, so it's easy that way. Now find the pronoun, find the predicate or adjective I should say, and translate. So if she is siya and beautiful is maganda, and your sentence is adjective plus subject, therefore what is the answer? You pause the video and try to answer. Okay, what is the answer? The answer is, you begin with beautiful, maganda, and what is the subject? Siya. Right? Okay, let's say that. Repeat after me. Maganda siya. Yes, she's beautiful. Okay, so that is our positive sentence. Let's proceed to the negative sentence. The negative sentence using adjective as our predicate and subject pronoun as our subject. So it's hindi. This is the structure. Hindi, subject pronoun plus adjective. Okay, adjective. This adjective is a describing word. Now what is hindi? Hindi means no or not. So basically it's like if you're going to translate the sentence, for example, she isn't pretty. So now you have to begin the sentence with hindi. It's like hindi, what is subject pronoun? Hindi, what is the subject pronoun? It is she. Hindi siya, plus what is the adjective? Maganda. Okay, hindi siya maganda. Or you can just say, for hindi, you can just pronounce it as di. Hindi or di. Okay, di siya maganda. Can you follow? Okay, I'm going to give you examples and try to answer them on your own. Okay, they are not hungry. I am not angry. Okay, we are not happy. Okay, happy is masaya. Okay. Okay, try to answer those sentences and pause the video. Okay, now what is your answer? They are not hungry. Okay, so your sentence begins with hindi. So hindi, and then followed by the subject pronoun. What is your pronoun or your subject? It's they. And what is they? It is sila. And then what is next? What is after sila? Hungry. Hungry is gutom. So hindi sila gutom or di sila gutom. All right, did you get it? Is your answer correct? I am not angry, or I'm not angry or mad. Okay, so the sentence would start with hindi or di plus who is not angry, the subject, I, ako, and what is angry? Galit. Okay, hindi ako galit or di ako galit. You can repeat that and pause the video. Pause the video and repeat. Sorry. We are not happy. So happy is masaya. Following the structure, you begin with hindi. And who is not happy? So it's not clear if it's inclusive or not inclusive. So I'm gonna say not inclusive. Not inclusive is kami. If you remember your the first lesson, hindi kami masaya. Yay, good job. All right. So that is our structure for the negative sentences. Okay, now we have the last one, the yes or no questions. Yes or no questions, or we call this interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. So what is the structure? Okay, so we begin the sentence by putting the adjective first, plus ba, plus the subject pronoun. Okay, but it's not the case with the ka. Ka is you, singular you. For ka, we say adjective plus ka plus ba. So it's an exemption. It doesn't follow the rule. So all throughout the lessons, ka will always be an exemption. I don't know. It doesn't follow because adjective plus ka. If you say baka is like it's awkward, and the rule for that is if what do you call this one? Ka is a single syllable word. I think that's the reason why. And it's also awkward because kabaka is a cow. No particular explanations. This is my own explanation for that. Okay, so adjective plus ba plus subject pronouns except for ka. So for example, the question is let's begin with is she pretty? Ooh, is she pretty? So pretty is the adjective. Our order or our syntax for the yes or no question is adjective plus ba plus pronoun. So it's gonna be maganda, and of course we have to drop ba plus who are we talking about? She. So we have to put siya. Maganda ba siya? Is she pretty? she pretty? Okay, next. Let's try. What about you? Are you, someone is asking you, or you want to ask someone, are you happy? So this, you are asking someone and that person is only one. The question is only for that person, not the persons with him. So this is singular you. Okay? So how are you going to construct your sentence? So this is gonna be adjective. What is the adjective? Happy, right? So masaya. Since this is you, this is ka, right? Let's apply the rule. So instead of saying baka, we have to say kaba. Masaya ka ba? Masaya ka ba? Masaya ka ba with the Tagalog lesson? I hope you are. Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 examples and you can try it on your own. Let's see, are they let's do this. Tall? Is he rich? Is it new? Okay, so I only gave you 3 sentences. You pause the video and you try it on your own. Okay? Alright, so now what is, our sentence, first sentence is, are they tall? So go back to our structure. Adjective, ba, subject pronoun, or for ka, adjective ka plus ba. Okay, since this is they, it's not ka, so we have to put adjective. What is adjective? Tall is matangkad. Matangkad. This is antang. Matangkad. And then what is next? You have to put the ba. And then sila. Tangkad ba sila? And then, okay, next. Is he rich? What is rich? Mayaman. Mayaman ba? Who are you asking about? So it's he, siya. Mayaman ba siya? And then, is it new? So adjective, new, bago, ba, and then yan or yon. It depends what you're referring to. If it's closer to you, you can see it, bago ba yan. But if you are referring to something you don't see, bago ba yan. Okay. So I think that's all for today. That's a lot. We are going to practice next time, practice more, because here we only have, our subject here is just pronouns, but we have 2 more subjects that we use in sentences. We have the names of persons and general nouns, and they also have different word order. Okay, for subject pronouns alone, this is the word order or the syntax. So guys, I hope you understand or you learned something again from this lesson. Please feel free to, if you have questions, you can just comment your questions below and I will answer your questions whenever I have time. Thank you so much once again. This is Teacher Cheche and happy viewing. Salamat. Bye.